welcome back to my channel where we discuss popular mainstream music. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Normani's rollout, okay? Normani's rollout, all right? And all the stuff, goods, pros, cons, and all of that. But before we get into that, if you enjoyed the little snippet of music in the beginning of this video, that is my music. Definitely check it out here on YouTube. All you have to do is type my name, Sam Dolphin, and it'll definitely pop up. You can also check out my music on all music streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple. So definitely check it out, guys. I'd really appreciate it. But getting back into the video, okay, Normani's rollout, okay. Now, it's really important that I talk about this because Normani's been a big conversation, and she sparks a lot of conversation. And I'm definitely interested in her, but even as a fan, I'm very let down by her. And I even have to, I've always questioned if Normani really wants to be a star. And it shows in this rollout or lack of, okay, and I'm not putting this against Normani, so I also want to make a disclaimer. This is not about critiquing her and saying she needs to do this, she needs to do that, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, but with rollouts being such a huge conversation because it is such a big part of promotion now, okay. Now, the first point I want to make about Normani's rollout is the label support or the lack of. Now, I'm not here to blame everything on the label because I'm not really on that type of end either. I feel like there's a lot that Normani can do, and we'll get into that. However, I feel like it is to me, it's very obvious what artist gets supported by a label and what doesn't. You know what artist that gets pushed by their label looks like. You know how the promotion looks like. They get the support, they get the promo, they get the late night television appearances, the morning television appearances, they get all the gigs. We know what it looks like, and clearly that's not the case with Normani. And it's clear that she doesn't get a lot of promotion, so that is the first thing I will give to her in this conversation, that she doesn't really get label support. And I personally think that a lot of times, this is my personal theory, that because the label was pushing Normani to be a pop artist, I feel like because she really wanted to go the R&B route, and it shows when she said that she never really wanted to do Motivation, was pushed by her label, and Motivation is clearly pop, and that's clearly what the label was pushing her for, because they probably invested in the Fifth Harmony of her. The fact that she is from that's where she gets her fan base, so they probably wanted to push her in the pop route, and because she went to go R&B, that's probably where the lack of the support is. If you look at Waves, even back in Waves, that R&B song, it did not get any promo really. So that could be a reason. That's just my personal theory, but whatever the reason is, the lack of label support is definitely there when it comes to Normani, and that's the first thing, and I'll give that to her. I'll definitely give that to her. With that being said, when I compare Normani to her peers like Victoria Monet, like Tinashe, who are a part of the same label, Tinashe was in the same label, they also didn't get the same amount of support. But if you compare them in terms of their content, Victoria Monet, how many visuals, how many TikTok moments, how many TikTok viral challenges that she has to have. Coco Jones, she doesn't get the biggest promotion, but she still goes on tour. She still has music videos. She still put her stuff out there. She's still on TikTok making moments. Another thing I realized, with the rollout, there's a lack of content, obviously. But another thing, she has a music video for Candy Paint. It was revealed in the Terrell show that, she had a music video for Candy Paint. And, to put out your album and not put out any music video, and you're supposed to be, a visual artist. She is a visual artist, a very great visual artist. It's quite concerning. It's how do you have a music video and you don't have it released? That to me is kind of like where I was just very kind of confused. Okay, you don't have label support. You may not have enough support to put out things continuously. But, even the bare minimum, like a music video, which is now basis of music promotion now. It's you didn't even put that out and you have it done. which, you know, to me is like, that's why I always go into the mode of like, maybe Normani does not want to be a star, like do this music thing for real. But it's kind of like the basis now for the promotion. It's like you have the music video, and then you have to have the performances and the short videos and all that type of stuff and the challenges. So I don't know. It's like, especially as a visual artist, someone who dances, like, you know, it's like. And another thing is there's no effort into the social media apps. The social media apps are really big. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you know, YouTube Shorts. Like, those things are really big in terms of promotion. This is what people are watching. This is like the new TV. So it's like, for Normani as a dancer to not utilize TikTok, where you can create so much challenges with your music, is, again, it's like, it's like, you know, as a performer, that would be the common sense thing to do, you know, but none. She hasn't utilized TikTok, and I feel like Normani would have been able to kill and run TikTok. Nothing, you know, she's gotten about one challenge that she did, and that's about it. And I've seen other artists like Megan, how she's really embraced TikTok and the challenges and put it out there, and has utilized it in her tours, in her shows, in her artistry. You know, it's about the culture. We are in a social media, TikTok, internet culture. Again, no TikTok despite you're a dancer. No music video despite you're very visual. It's like very crazy, obvious missed opportunities that are, at this point, necessary for promotion. Not even an option. I'm not even shocked about this. If we don't have a music video, if we don't have anything on TikTok, barely any social media apps, nothing on the social media apps, musically, very little. Of course, we're not going to have performances, stage performances, televised performances, performances of any sort, festival performances. That's the last point I wanted to bring up. Yeah, we don't have any of that, and I'm not surprised, because we don't even have TikTok videos. We don't even have social media engagement. We don't even have a music video. So I'm not surprised about there being no stage performances, no TV performances. I'm not surprised about that. There was just the releasing of the album. I mean, the dates. Like, it was released, but there was no date. Then you released it. The singles that were chosen were very slow, which, you know, we already went through that. We know Normani wants to do R&B, but I mean, that was a very slow song. I mean, no dates. It was just all over the place. It was like there was no plan. You know, to me, these rollouts are not that complex. So, you know, that is Normani's rollout. You know, again, this is not a bashing video. It's just more so to critique, you know, rollouts and promotions and the pros and cons and mainstream artists. So, not that she can't. She has the talent. But it takes more than talent. You have to have confidence. You have to want to put yourself out there. And if you don't, it doesn't matter how much potential, beauty, and talent you have. So, what do you guys think about Normani's rollout? Okay, let me know in the comment section below. Again, this is not a bashing video. Normani is free to do whatever she wants to do. It's more about critiquing rollouts and artistry and how it works in this mainstream, and it's just an interesting conversation to bring with Normani, because again, she's just the artist that so many people anticipated for, so she's always going to be a topic. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll check you guys out on the next video.